Today's video is going to be an everyday get ready with me featuring one of my new favorite fragrance brand companies, Dossier. They're a company that reimagines the world's most iconic fragrances using 100% clean ingredients. I do most, if not all, of my shopping online, but I always found it very hard to find a fragrance online because I can't smell anything. Dossier has this quiz that asks you what scents you like, when you be wearing this perfume, to help narrow down some fragrances on their site that you may like. This list is some of my fragrances that are in my scent palette, if you will. 3 of these I have, and I absolutely love them. Fragrances range from $29 to $49, and you will receive free shipping if you order 3 or more fragrances. You'll receive a full-size 50 milliliter bottle along with a sample size that you can try, and if you don't like it, you can always send it back. By removing designer brands, retail markups, and celebrity endorsements, Dossier is able to provide affordable perfumes to each of us, things that you may have wanted to try before but just weren't able to. Also, I recommend checking out their blog. I learned a lot of things, including layering, and I'll get to that later in my video. To get 10% off your entire order, use coupon code BRANDY. I will leave the link to the website below in the description box. First, I'm using some primer. I recommend using primer all the time. It helps to add an extra layer of protection on the skin. This one in particular has sunscreen, which everybody needs. Then I go in with a loose powder. I started doing this after seeing Vicki Logan do it, I think a year or 2 years ago. And it really helps to not stop, but keep my oils at bay when I have my makeup on. Oily combination, so I do have that issue. And this has definitely helped. An oldie but a goodie, but the Dip Brow Pomade. I went ahead and did that off camera, and now I'm using the new NARS Soft Matte Foundation. This was my second time using this foundation, and I really like it. It gives a nice medium to full coverage, and it doesn't feel heavy on the skin either. Another oldie but goodie, the LA Girl Pro Conceal. This is in the shade Fawn. This is my holy grail. I've been using this for years. I stopped using it for a while, and I recently got back to it probably a week or 2 ago, to be honest. And it just reminds me why it's so good. Just the best. Now I'm using this lighter concealer to brighten up a little bit more underneath my eyes. Another thing I've been doing for years is mixing my setting powders. I like the highlighting look of Juvia's Place, the translucent coverage of NARS, and Laura Mercier. It was okay, but I actually just like the sifter a lot better. But I mixed these 3, and it's like my perfect color. No, I don't buy these 3 all the time. I just kind of mix whatever I have. If you only want to use one powder, I highly suggest Dermablend's powder in translucent. Holy grail. For my eyes, I'm using the Juvia's Place Chocolates palette. I'm using that kind of orangey brown, and I use my fingers. It's just easier to put it all over the lid. And I'm going for more of a sultry, everyday smoky look, so not anything too intense. I bought this bronzer in the wrong color. This thing is like $50, y'all. Jeez. But I did realize that it's the perfect transition shade. So I'm going to use that for my transition today. And I honestly use this every day. Here, just see me dusting off my powder. I find that if I leave it on too long, it gives me this cakey look, which I'm definitely not going for. I almost forgot to do my contour. I'm using the Holy Grail, and I'm going to use that darkest shade in there, and this is kind of how I do it. I put it on with the foundation brush, and then I'm going to blend all of that out with a beauty blender. Do you guys do this too, where you put your hand on the top of your head, like when you're blending out? I don't know. I feel like my head isn't stable unless I'm holding it. I don't know. Maybe that's crazy. When I put on my face powder, I like to use a stippling motion to give me a little bit more coverage. To accentuate that contour, I put a little bit of bronzer. I don't want to do too much. I'm not trying to look glam. I do use quite a few MAC products. This is an oldie but a goodie in Raisin. This is my favorite highlighter of all time. It's Mid-Ame from the Dose of Colors Daisy by Katie collection. Honey, where's the next collection? Like, look, the inner corners, just gorgeous. Now I'm tight lining with a brown liner. I do not use black liners at all on my face. I think it's just a little too intense for me. Now I'm going on the top lash line with a liquid brown liner. This gives me a little bit more precision than the pencil. I did my lashes off camera, and now I'm going to put a little bit of lip liner on just to envision the full look. I'm going to smudge out the lip liner with my finger just for a better transition. Then I'm going to complete the bottom lash line. Unbeknownst to me, my camera died, so I went ahead and put on my wig and did a little touch up here with my lip liner again. I love a nude lip, so I'm going to take this liquid lipstick and put it just in the center, and then I'm going to blend that out with my finger. Then I'll go back in again with my lip liner until I get that transition just how I like it. This process can take me 5 to 15 minutes, honestly. It takes the longest. After I get that transition like I want it, I usually use my favorite lip gloss, the Estee Lauder lip gloss in Copper Ego. They do not make this anymore, guys. I am so sorry. And once the lips are done, the look is complete. So now let me take this thing off my head. Here we go. I laid my wig down a little bit there. And this is my everyday look. Now to finish this off with a good perfume layering. Dossier was so kind to send me over 4 different fragrances, all of which I love. This is what your packaging is going to look like. Each fragrance will come with an info card detailing the notes, the popular fragrance it was inspired by, the concentration, as well as a thank you note and how the process of ordering works. You'll have the full size product and then your sample size. After reading a Dossier blog about layering perfumes, I'm going to use 2 perfumes today, the musky oak moss and the floral musk. First, I'm going to put on musky oak moss. To me, this one has a more robust scent. You like that. And next, I'm going to use the floral musk. Even with the inexpensive price point of this perfume, the packaging feels so nice. Like the glass is thick, and this is my favorite part. Do you hear that click? This is the color palette of 2021 for me. Neutrals, classic looks, just natural beauty. I will leave all the information for Dossier in the description box down below. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.